Episode 20, Candace closing, have nots. Let me tell you something, Veronica.
Hey, we gotta get into it first. Calm down. Okay. Calm down. Bring it on in.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lynette.
What's up, everybody? Your boy Stanley right here. Couldn't even get it out right. My bad.
We don't even care. Life with Us TV. Veronica. Let me get into the parts that I don't care about. Dave is crying to Maggie.
Yeah.
Talking about him. He can't take another goddamn thing. Yeah. I can't take nothing else. Because I'm breaking down. About time.
He was actually crying.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
He need to cry. I don't care nothing about that.
So he need to hurt?
Yeah. Checked it off my goddamn list because I don't even care about that. Candace and Hannah, both of them was totally the goddamn hospital. Neither one of y'all got rights right now. It's going to the family court.
I didn't even know they could do that. I didn't know they'd kick you out of the hospital like that. That's crazy.
Nope. Next point. Hannah keeps referring to the CPS worker as Mr. Long.
Yeah, she kept saying Mr. Long. Yeah, Mr. Long.
I rewinded back a few times to hear her say Mr. Long.
Yeah, so y'all might have to wind y'all's back to listen to that.
Is that a subliminal message that's supposed to get in our subconscious that we're not supposed to know about? Because I caught that.
Yeah, I caught it.
Yeah, but she pretty much told her, if Candace don't get the baby, you need to call me and let me know, because I'm going to pretty much let you know every detail you need to know about my dirty, disgusting, grimy daughter.
Yeah, she's still on that number, so she still want to take Candace down at the same time and get the son. Or her grandson.
Yeah,
which I don't think is the right way about doing it.
No,
it's still, we talked about that last week, so we ain't going to get into it this week.
We're not going to get into it because, let me tell you something about Veronica. Let me tell you, Veronica, I'll bite your goddamn eyelashes off.
All right, come on back. It's all, we're going to get to it. Don't jump out your cage yet, lion. Calm down. Roll camera.
Jim goes to the police department. He all about that life right now.
Yeah, he wants the thistle.
It's one thing when something happens that's out of your control, but when you pretty much know that you served your son up on a platter to the lions, that's a whole nother.
Then to think that he wasn't gonna get big.
Right. So they pretty much told him that Wyatt was sexually assaulted by a murderer/rapist. He wants to know, how did he get in the cell? They quickly gave up little black Terrell.
Terrell was on shift. But why they had to blame it on the black dude, though?
A black dude named Terrell. His name couldn't be Stanley.
Yeah.
It had to be Terrell.
Blame it on the black dude, Terrell.
But Jim goes through. You know how Bernie Mac did on that movie where he just went through the crowd just punching people?
Yeah.
That's how Jim went in that daggone police department. Bow! Bow! Who did it? Bow! Terrell, how much you make? I know what you make a year. And if you don't spend one penny over what you're supposed to be making, I know that somebody put you up to this.
Yep, and I'm going to research everything about you. I'm going to know your mama, your son, your sister, your brother, your job, everything. I'm going to know about you. I'm going to take you down, player.
And he said, and I'm going to murder you in front of your family.
That joker was sweating bullets, boy.
He was sweating for real, though. That wasn't even no effects.
He looked like he just got off the treadmill for 30 minutes. He was sweating so goddamn hard.
Yeah. Anyway, we get this scene where Jeffrey coming at. How long is Jeffrey going to be beat up, y'all?
Yeah, he still got a little scar right there on the nose.
At least he's fading. But my God, by now, we should not see a scar on his face. I'm done with it. Like Jedi say, I am over it. Give me the skit.
Today.
I'm like, okay. So he starts talking to his dad about, it was really creepy because it kind of was like how he was talking to a lover a little bit. It was a little creepy to me. But he was like, Dad, you don't give Mom any consequences.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you used to give me consequences all the time when I would break windows and stuff, and you would let me get away with it, but you let her get away with everything. And you need to really get a backbone. You really need to stand up against her, because ever since I stood up against her, I've been free. And Daddy, you need to be free.
Yeah.
I said, speak on, Malcolm X. Speak on. Because I can't stand Veronica. You got anything to say about it?
Yeah, because he was like, Dad, it's time for her to have some consequences. You let her do all this stuff, cause havoc in both our life, and she getting away with it. It's time to put the hammer down. He ain't say all that, but that's what I'm saying. Time to put the hammer down.
That's what he said.
Yeah,
and he
that's
said
pretty
you
much.
scared of her.
Yeah.
I
ain't scared of your mother. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The reason why I know he's scared of her because he keep on bringing up how she used to be, and said she need to get some help. So she probably tried to kill him before.
I'm sorry if this camera looks a little lopsided. We don't even care tonight. But anyway,
Episode was lopsided.
Whatever we didn't think was sinking into David really did sink in, because right after Jeffrey leaves out of there, David gets on the telephone call. Look here, woman. I don't appreciate you not answering my phone calls.
Yeah.
And you best to get your black
beep over here.
Over to this headquarters right now. Did he have a flip phone?
Yeah, he throw the goddamn flip phone that we flip phone on the goddamn desk. The one everybody got when they first got your contract with the cell phone company.
Mm-hmm. That daggone track phone looking Motorola.
Yeah. Roll camera.
Roll camera. I checked it off my goddamn desk because the closer I get to Veronica, I'm about to get hot. Candace closes on her house. Houses.
Two houses.
Oscar is there, but Oscar is looking at her like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And why?
Like, how you afford all of this stuff?
I think Oscar is really starting to, like, he's been evaluating her the whole time, but this time he's like,
he's zeroing in on her now.
What? Then Benny comes. Now, mind you, Carrie from Married to Medicine, that's who that real estate agent is for any of y'all that cross over and watch other shows. That's who that was. But anyway, right. Benny knocks on the door. They take forever to open the door because I would have laughed. But she tells Oscar to leave. And he said, okay, can I see you later? She was like, no, I want you to stay. I said, Candace, didn't you just
want
tell
him
him
to go,
leave?
Or do you want him to stay? Making your mind.
So Oscar was like, you want me to hide out in the room? I was like, okay, what is this? Like 5th grade?
Yeah.
She was like, no, my brother's overprotective. Anyway, he thinks everybody's a creep.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and go. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah.
Then it comes in there with his fresh from the project self. Because you can tell people that came straight from nothing, because I'm one of them.
Yeah,
and
me too.
When I first started seeing things, I was in awe too. Like,
he came straight in the door. Y'all see when he first came in the door, he looked at that wallpaper. He was like, player, I know you done seen wallpaper before. He was looking at it like he never seen the wallpaper.
So Oscar said, hello, my name's Oscar. He said, yeah.
Benny,
met you before.
Yeah. Nonchalant.
So pretty much Benny was like, okay, Candace, what the heck is going on? What are you doing? $250,000 a year ain't affording all of this. What's going on? You need to be real honest with me. Candace is still sticking to her lie though. Mm-hmm. But she's telling Benny, you know, I'm going to need you to tell one more lie. Because he was going back and forth with her about not telling the mama about the business and all of that good stuff. And she was like, sometimes you got to lie to the people that you love. Blah, blah, blah. You about to have to tell another lie. Mm-hmm. We skip to commercial break, come back. They're in the Bentley in front of what we know as Benny's house.
Yeah.
She done bought... We already know that she bought the house, but it just comes to light again.
Yeah.
That she bought this dude a house. Can somebody do that for me?
Not just a house. A 2-story house.
2-story, fully furnished.
Fully furnished.
Didn't look like his style, but she swear it is.
So Turn freaking key.
Boom. Boom. So she's like, Benny. He was like, whose house are we in now? She was like, yours. He was like, stop playing.
Stop playing. He had a little stop playing.
And she was like,
this is you.
He was like, what?
You know how we do. We get something, what? Oh, choke.
I was like, Benny, calm down. So he go to the kitchen. He was like, what?
But I don't know. I've been the same way too. I've been took off running around the house, around the yard, just going crazy. Somebody give me a house like that.
Mm-hmm. So he goes upstairs, checks out the bedroom, which looks like an older person's bedroom to me.
Yeah, that's why he said Mama can stay in here. That's what. Yeah, that's why he said Mama can stay. Yep, he showed up there.
Tyler Perry knew what he was doing.
Yep.
And Candace was like, "Excuse me, she can't stay here." And I said, "I knew it. I knew it. She gonna tell Benny at some point, Mama can't come stay in this house. I'm paying
Mama
for it."
ain't part of this deal.
So Benny was like, "If Mama can't come,
I ain't coming.
I ain't coming."
Deal breaker.
Candace was like, "She can't live that close to me."
Yeah,
Benny
it's
was
gonna
like,
be all up in my freaking business.
And she said, "First of all, she ain't even gonna come anyway. So I don't even know why I'm having this conversation. As soon as she know that I got something to do with
I
it,
had something to do with it.
she gonna ask you 1,000 questions, and she not gonna want to have no parts of it. So she ain't gonna move in here. So go ahead, keep the house, do what you gotta do."
Yep.
He was talking about, well, how much is it a month, because I need to make sure that I can make that bread to go ahead and be able to pay for this joker. And she was like,
$800 a month.
He said, "For all of this?"
For all?
She said, "Well, I'll just pick up the slack. You just give me $800 a month."
It's like, word! Like, Benny, come on. Benny.
I mean, you can do 800 with your eyes closed. Well, depending on where you're from. 800 here is like $2.
But he still believing her though. That's the crazy part.
So I'm like, Benny, run.
Yeah.
So what else you got to say about that?
I ain't got nothing else to say about that. Roll camera.
Roll camera. What Wyatt. Because we know now that Wyatt is home. I don't know if I told y'all or not, but his daddy did get him out of jail.
Yeah.
And Wyatt is at home packing him a duffel bag, boy. And he calls Jeffrey, which I knew the first person he called was going to be Jeffrey. This joker is panicking out of his mouth. Poor. I feel so sorry for Wyatt. Yeah. That's why I can't stand Veronica. Veronica, when I see you, I'm going to bite your goddamn eyelashes right off. I'm not even playing with you. I'm not even playing. Somebody already knocked them curls out your head. That's why your wig was straight this week. That goddamn
Wyatt, he is traumatized.
I would be too.
His life has been destroyed. And all those images of what happened in jail is haunting his mind.
Yeah. Which is really unclear to any of us what really did happen. Like, I've listened to 1,000 reviewers on it. Well, not really, probably 4. And everybody has a different take on it. Like me, I don't know what happened. I really don't know. I don't know if it was oral or full-fledged insertion or what. Some people say they believe it was insertion. Some people say they believe it was oral.
Well, we just know that he was sexually assaulted. That's what happened.
But on the same token, depending on which one it was, one is more traumatizing than the other. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what frame of mind is he really.
But he gonna tell Jeffrey.
Yeah. So he wants Jeffrey to come pick him up around the back, park on the street. I don't want nobody to know you here, but which is so stupid to me, because why would you even let Jeffrey come up to the lanai?
Yeah.
Where I'm quite
everybody
sure.
Can see him.
Yeah, I'm quite sure there are cameras in that house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that whole dialogue, but he kind of fell up into Jeffrey. I was like,
Jeffrey was like,
and I said, Wyatt, are you into this now? Clutch my pearls. I said, so wait a minute.
What?
I said, well, wait a minute. So that kind of took me back, and he was like, in so many words, I don't care what you got to do. Get me the heck of a shot out of here.
Out of here. Get me out.
Take me forward. I don't care how you get there.
There ain't no Jeffrey, no questions. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Jeffrey is the perfect ride or die dude, man.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that you be like, meet me at the 7-Eleven. I will put a whole bunch of cash in your trunk, but don't you say nothing. And he'll get pulled over by the cops like, what cash? Mm-hmm. I love Jeffrey. I love Jeffrey.
Roll camera.
So, the Monica, she finally shows up at the campaign or headquarters.
But we're gonna need you to talk though.
I know she's watching.
Correct.
And I want you to know how I feel.
Alright.
But she walks in and she gets smart with David. I don't appreciate those messages you left on my phone. He said, I don't appreciate how long it took you to get over here.
Get over here.
I said, yes. Give it to her, David. Give it to her. Give it to her, David. Give it to her.
Roll camera. Because she'll stay on Veronica all night long.
So David goes down this rundown of all the stuff that Veronica has done. And to be honest, I really forgot half of the stuff that she did because she's done so much. But David had like a ticker on everything that she had done. You did this. You tried to burn me up.
Down the house.
You burned down the house. You took the goddamn car. You stole the goddamn car. You hid the car.
Yep, hid the car.
Said what else?
You blackmailed Jeffrey.
Yeah. You got the girl pregnant.
You got the girl pregnant. Tried to burn me up in the house. I don't know we had.
Yeah, we probably said that.
And then she add insult to injury. Oh,
you forgot.
You forgot one. I've been having great sex with a stranger. Oh.
And he said, you need to stop playing. She said,
did you really say that?
And she said, I'm not. He said, you better straighten up or this marriage is over. She said,
it's already over.
I said, that's why I... Let me tell you.
Sign the papers, David. Sign the goddamn papers.
Let me tell you something.
Tonight.
He said, so pretty much what I was thinking, he said, so you going to have a temper tantrum because you can't have your way. Now you going to ruin everything that we got. I said, David, if you hadn't woke up, you wouldn't be having this conversation because you date.
She already done ruined everything. Everything is done. It's over with. It's through. It's a done deal, brother. Walk away while you're still alive.
Walk away while you can walk away.
Yeah. Because we don't want you to be wheeled away in a wheelchair fooling around with that heifer.
But anyway, we get back to the Cryer's house because Hannah has finally showed back up to work. And she's trying to get Miss Cryer straight for the press conference, of course. And Catherine notices that something's wrong with Hannah, which they have that dialogue with each other.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, everything's fine. And then she was like, okay, let me be honest. It's my grandbaby. We found him. He's at the hospital. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, oh, Nine's baby? I mean, Candace's baby? She's so messy, but I love her. I said, you so shady for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, yeah, I really want to have custody. In so many words, I want to have custody of him. But it's in Candace's hands in so many words. So Catherine says, do you need a judge? Before Hannah could even ask her for the favor, because Hannah already had the judge's name from the CPS. Is it CPS? I don't know if I've been saying CPA the whole time, but y'all know.
Services.
Yeah.
CPS.
So I don't know if I've been saying CPA the whole time, though. I don't care. So Catherine was like, anything that I can do to sock it to your daughter, I'm in. Mm-hmm. Hannah's like, I agree, but this is where we draw the line because that's still my daughter.
That's still my daughter.
Catherine said, this is where we draw the line that we have to disagree.
Uh-huh.
But she was like, in so many words, I know that, Judge. I'm handling it.
Yep, I'll give him a call, handle it.
I said in the Olivia Pope voice, it is handled.
Yeah, it's done.
I said,
yeah. Hannah's gonna be officially have custody. You watch.
As much as we was rooting for Candace to get her son so she could actually have a reason to be better with her life.
It ain't gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Not with them Cryers.
Nah.
I don't know.
It's a done deal, player.
All right. So we're back at the headquarters again, which I'm so sick of seeing the headquarters so many times. But now they're sitting down with Nancy Grace. Well, that's what I call her. And long story short, Jim announces his candidacy. Then the interview went way left.
The bomb dropped.
I said, oh my God. And of course the wives are on the sideline. DeMonica is still there looking just as evil as she can be. I said she done did something. That smirk.
Grin.
That she looks just like the Grinch that stole Christmas when she do that. And I said, that wench did something. Mm-hmm. So as the lady started talking, she said, you're so handsome. I said, wait a minute, don't no interview go like that.
Yeah.
And then she said, you just like the good old American boy. Good boy.
Like, wait a minute.
And she said, and how many children do you have now? She said, 2. With my passing of my daughter, I have one son. And she said, okay. Well, you sure you only have 2 kids?
I said, uh-oh.
And Jim was like, well, what are you getting at? What are you getting at?
Yeah, panic started setting in.
And then she said, live from the, pretty much live from the gutter, we have Celine and her 2 sons by Jim Cryer.
I was like, dang, man. Really? But Celine said she gonna get you. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get you.
And I swear to God, I think Veronica did all of that.
She set all that up.
She was sitting there going.
But it seemed like she's trying to take all of them down.
And that is the end of this episode.
Crazy.
It was everything.
Yeah.
It was kind of slow from the beginning. It was giving us a lot of fluff, but at the end, it was like way turned up.
Yeah, it just took you like, you know, the roller coaster go get to the top and the end.
So Maggie, they gotta fix this. I was mad that Maggie they did not show David the pictures though. But after David had broke down, I guess she said,
It ain't the
time. But I was pissed.
She just put them in the mail to him. Then she won't have to be connected. Just mail them to him. That's all you gotta do. With an anonymous address. But that concludes. That's some concludes. You know, let us know what y'all think in the comments field.
Y'all please let us know what y'all think in the comments field.
You know.
Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. You know the like button. That's what rating is. Hit the like button. Don't forget to go over to my cousin, the Jedi. Don't forget to go over to my other cousin, Mike B.
Mike B.
Some More Love TV. New Orleans Lou. Somebody else. I can't think. If I left you out, I apologize. But it's late. But straight from the VA, the dirty, dirty South. 2 up, 2 down. Oh, I'm doing a V for Veronica. Oh God.
Holla!